Naglabas ng Executive Order number 1 si President Bongbong Marcos para nga i-reorganize ang Office of the President at para i-abolish ang Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission at Office of the Cabinet Secretary. Nakapaloob sa Article 7, Section 17 of the 1987 Constitution na ang Presidente ay may control sa lahat ng executive departments, bureaus at offices. At nakasaad naman sa Section 31, Chapter 10, Title 3, Book 3 of Executive Order number 292 or the Administrative Code of 1987, nakasaad dyan na binibigyan ng otoridad ang Presidente para i-reorganize ang administrative structure ng Office of the President. Presidential Decree number 1416 granting continuing authority to the President of the Philippines to reorganize the national government as amended by Presidential Decree number 1772 provides that the President of the Philippines shall have continuing authority to reorganize the administrative structure of the national government and may at his discretion create, abolish, group, consolidate, merge, or integrate entities, agencies, instrumentalities, and units of the national government as well as expand, amend, change, or otherwise modify their powers, functions, and authorities. And Executive Order number 43 series of 2017 creating the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission as amended by Executive Order number 73 series of 2018 is exercising jurisdiction, powers, and functions present in the inherent power of the President to discipline and remove public officials and employees except those who are not otherwise subject to his disciplining authority. Dahil nga dyan, pinabubuwag na nga ni President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ang Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. Yan po nakasaad sa Section 1. The Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission is hereby abolished and its jurisdiction, powers, and functions shall be transferred to the Office of the Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal Affairs. The Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal Affairs shall make recommendations on matters requiring its action to the Executive Secretary for approval, adoption, or modification by the President. The Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal Affairs shall promulgate rules of procedure in administrative cases under its jurisdiction provided that the existing rules of procedure in administrative cases promulgated by the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission shall remain in force unless otherwise repealed or amended. Section 2. Winding up of operations and disposition of the functions, positions, personnel, assets, and liabilities of Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. The winding up of the operations and disposition of the functions, positions, personnel, assets, and liabilities of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission shall be administered by the Executive Secretary. Section 3. Abolition of the Office of the Cabinet Secretary. The Office of the Cabinet Secretary is hereby abolished. The existing Cabinet Secretariat shall be placed under the direct control and supervision of the Presidential Management Staff. The Cabinet Secretariat, in coordination with the Executive Secretary, shall assist the President in the establishment of agenda topics for Cabinet deliberations or facilitate the discussion of Cabinet meetings. Section 4. Personnel affected by the abolition of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission and the Office of the Cabinet Secretary. All personnel affected by the abolition of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission and the Office of the Cabinet Secretary may be allowed to avail of the benefits provided under existing laws if applicable. The Department of Budget and Management is hereby ordered to release the corresponding fund as may be warranted subject to existing civil service budgeting, accounting, and auditing laws and rules. Section 5. Authority of the Executive Secretary over the attached agencies or offices and those under the Office of the President. The Executive Secretary shall exercise supervision, control, and oversight functions as the case may be over all agencies and offices under and attached to the Office of the President. Section 6. Common Staff Support System. The Office of the Special Assistant to the President, the Presidential Advisors and Assistants, and the Presidential Management Staff shall coordinate with the Executive Secretary in providing staff support to the President. The Office of the Special Assistant to the President and the Presidential Management Staff shall provide support and assistance to the Executive Secretary in the overall management of the development process. Section 7, the Presidential Advisor on Military and Police Affairs. There shall be an Office of the Presidential Advisor on Military and Police Affairs, which shall be under the administration of the Office of the Special Assistant to the President. Pinirmahan po ni President Bongbong Marcos itong Executive Order Number 1 noong June 30, 2022.